The new Auto-Tune 2026 has been
Yo, what the fuck is up, chat? How we doing, y'all? We're fucking live with it. We're live with it. Hey, we're live. Hey, is this mic working? Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. What up, everybody? How we doing? We're chilling, bro. We are chilling. I did this. I don't know why I can't get this, but I dip it, I was I need that. I did this. Yo. So we are got some plans, guys. I got some plans right now, alright? We got some plans we're doing. So just wanna say, happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great, fantastic motherfucking Tuesday. My Tuesday was a little crazy today, I ain't gonna lie. But it's alright. We still come up on top each and every day, and each and every time we're faced with negativity and we're faced with the devil. Because you know who's there? God. God and Jesus, they're always there. Amen. Always, bro. So that's why when you ever face with some dark times, just know if you're a believer and you have faith, God will always be with you. I was faced with some evilness today. I was faced with some darkness today, you know? And it tried to get me. I'll admit that. It tried to get me. But you know what? My faith holds firm. And I know God's always with me, so we always come out on top in the end. And that evilness and that darkness and that negativity that tries to pull me away from the light, pull us away from the light, that darkness will never win, and that darkness will always fade away. So that's how I know whenever I'm faced with troubling times, especially people, the darkness can take on forms of people. I just know that darkness will fade away and be banished from my life, and I will be ever moving forward, always under God's care and under God's love and guidance. Always, always, always. Now, I am not trying to preach to anybody. I am just saying my faith holds firm, very firm. Sometimes I would say I'm in an internal battle. Sometimes, you know, we're all faced with troubling times, I would say. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Chad. You know, it's been a hell of a past 5 years. It's been a hell of a ride. Let me tell you that. So I'm proud of myself. I'm proud to be here. I'm proud to overcome what troubling times I was facing, because I did overcome it. But let me tell you, there's a little bit of that darkness still inside of me here. It's very, you'd have to search for it. You know, you really have to search for that pit that's still inside of me. And one day, hopefully someday, I can completely eradicate it, you know? But it fears me also that maybe it'll always be a part of me, and just each and every day I get further and further away from it. But it's like, you know, picture your spirituality and your inner being as like a planet, the world, right? Now I'm trying to be at the tip of the iceberg, the North Pole, you know, the very top, highest part of my being. And then I'm trying to put that pit, that darkness inside of me, I guess, into the equator of the planet, or possibly the very bottom of the planet, I would say. Just, it'll always be a part of my planet. I fear that. I do fear that it'll always be there, and I'm just going to be forced to live with it, become acquainted with it, and just acknowledge that it is there. Acknowledge that it'll always be a part of me, but the further I push away from it, the most, you know what I'm trying to say is the further I push it away, and at least be side by side, well, not side by side, but be acquainted with it in acceptance. That's what I'm trying to say. Acceptance. I'm trying to accept that maybe, yes, that darkness will always be there. Yes, that pit will always be there. But I can learn how to process it and I guess, control it in a sense. I don't like to say control though, because that makes you sound kind of like a control freak, and you don't want to be a control freak, because a big part of moving on and growing as a person is realizing you can't control the things that are outside of you. You can't control outer forces. The only thing you control is what is within you. So if I can control that darkness and keep it far away and process it somehow through talking about it and acknowledging it, and it's almost like being best friends with your very worst enemy. Like, hey bud, I know you're there, but I'm gonna take control of this train here. I'm gonna take control of this ride. I'm the conductor. I'm the engineer, not you. You don't control me. I control you. That's how I see it. So I was faced with that today. We're gonna play some games. Don't worry. But I'm just talking to whoever's here, whoever is watching the stream right now. Thank you. Appreciate anyone that's always coming. We're always trying to build a community. If anyone's in the chat, is going through some times, feel free. This is a safe space. You can always chat below. Let me know what you're going through, or let me know what you're grateful for. We're building a Discord, so if you guys are interested, I'm always on my Discord. I'm always checking. I'm always responding to everybody. So, drop your name in the chat if you want to come and join the community. It's small now, but you know what I mean. We're trying to build it up. But like I was saying, I was faced with some troubling times today. And I almost let that darkness kind of come back a little bit. That darkness that I learned how to eradicate, not fully, but I would say so much eradicate about 4 or 5 years ago. But it came back a little bit today. And it's just that when I'm just trying to relate. You guys can relate. If you're ever faced with times like that where you feel like, because we all have that inside of us, we all have that wolf inside of us, that wolf that is sitting dormantly, waiting for you to, open its cage. There's a movie I saw, there's a clip that I saw. Let me pull it up right now, because when I saw this clip, man, I related to it so much, dude. I don't even know what it's from, but I know this will pop up. Yeah, it's this like puppet movie. And it it hit so hard, bro. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to find it. But we all have that inside of us, you know what I mean? And it was tested today. And I'm proud of myself that I learned to, push it down, push it away, and process what I was feeling and move on from it and become a better person. That is how you truly move on and be a better person, is learning, recognizing your flaws, and because we all have them, recognizing them and being best friends with that darkness inside of us. But you are the controller. You can't control the world. You are the controller. So you can control that darkness and say, hey, you stay there. Be there when I need you. Because someday I might need you. I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? But that wolf, you might need it someday. Whether it's standing up to somebody that you're afraid of. If you have to defend yourself or your family. Standing up for what you believe in, or standing up for what you think is right, helping you get over social anxiety, whatever that case may be. That's that wolf that's waiting there for you, so you can use it for good. That's what I want to do, is use my wolf for good. So, God, I knew God was guiding me today. I pray that God is always guiding anybody here that's watching this. Any of you guys and girls that are going through any tough time, I pray that you guys succeed and you get through it. I truly mean that. I just hopped on this stream just to talk, We're going to play games. I hopped on the stream to play games too, but I'm just talking right now. I'm talking to the internet. I don't know who's here, but this is just me opening up and being real. See, we already got somebody chatting. I don't know who you are, but I'm proud of you. That's honestly a very hard thing to do. So good job. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you commenting. I know sometimes people, they're shy commenting, or they don't feel like sharing, but what's your name? Tomura. I'm sorry, I cannot read your name. It's only because the colors on my computer. Tomura Shigara. That's all I can see your name. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I haven't said this in a long time, but I looked myself in the mirror the other day. You guys should try this too. Just look yourself in the mirror. When was the last time have you looked yourself in the mirror, honestly? Because let me tell you, truly looked at yourself. I looked at myself in the mirror the other day and I just smiled. It was crazy. I never smiled from my own reflection, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know what? I'm fucking proud of you. And I said that to myself. And I'm saying that to you guys too, anybody that's watching. I'm proud of you too. If you're going through some shit, you'll overcome it. And even if you think that you're not making any progress, if you're still putting one foot in front of the other, that's progress, my friends. You know what I started with when I started, 5 years ago, when all this craziness happened, because it started, I would say, about 5 years ago. The shit that I had to go through, I'm trying to just visualize this for you guys. But going through that, learning through the things, I'd push people away. I pushed myself away. One of my brothers, he calls it, it was like, he uses it as an analogy. He says, it was like my 90 days in the desert. Now, if you guys missed the beginning of this speech that I'm doing right now, you guys can always play it back after the stream is over. We're streaming on YouTube and Twitch because I did make a lot of good story points. If you guys are just tuning in, we're just shooting the shit right now. We're just talking about life. We're talking about our inner wolves. We all have our inner wolves inside of us that's sitting in that cage that's laying dormant. And one day, we may have to unlock that cage, but it's okay. Just make sure if you do unlock that cage, make sure you're doing it for the right reason and make sure you're doing it for good. Because bad could come out of it. The wolf is there for that reason. You know what I'm saying? But anyone that's joining in, hi, what's up, Colin? What's up? Hi, what's up, everybody? Hello, welcome. We're just talking life right now. We're just talking life, and then we're going to hop on some Sekiro. But what I was saying is, guys, if you feel like you're not progressing in life, if you feel like you are stagnant and stuck, what's the other word I'm trying to look for? If you just feel like you're stuck somewhere right now, you're not moving forward, you're not making enough money, or, you're not happy right now, you're, man, I'm trying to look for the word. It starts with a C, I think. I don't know. Whatever. But, if you feel like complacent, that's what the word, complacent. If you're feeling complacent, just know, I know it doesn't seem like it, brothers and sisters. We're all brothers and sisters in the eyes of God. But I know it doesn't seem like it. But if you're waking up every day, and if you're at least getting up in the morning and doing what you need to do every day, even if you're not currently employed, if you don't even have a job, and if you're just living with your family, or even if you're homeless, guess what? I've been homeless too. I was homeless too. I was homeless for a couple months, a month, I don't know. I was sleeping in my car, so I know what it's like, dude. I've been there, trust me. Even if you're homeless right now, if you're just barely surviving, if you're still putting one foot in front of the other, and if you have some sort of belief that you're not the highest being on this earth, then you are making progress, my friends. You're making progress. That's progress, is getting up each and every day, breathing, keeping your breaths, putting one foot in front of the other, even making your bed. Now, that's what I was trying to get to. That's the analogy that I was trying to get to. The making your bed analogy. Somebody told me, a wise person told me a long time ago, that You know, because I was there, I was like, I'm complacent. I don't feel like, I'm not where I want to be in life. I'm not making enough money. I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. I don't have a house. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, woe is me. You know what that person told me? He said, I want you to do this, young San. He said, start writing down some goals. Now, they can be big attainable goals that, like get a dream car or get a mansion house, having a brilliant career and stuff. Those are great goals to have. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should strive for that. Everybody should strive for that. But what I'm trying to say is, he said also make goals that are very easy, that wouldn't seem like goals. Now, what I mean by that is waking up in the morning and making your bed. Write that down as a goal. If you got a list right now, or you got your phone next to you, whoever's listening right now, write down in your phone, tomorrow morning I'm going to make my bed. Put that as a goal for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up, and after I make my bed, I'm going to brush my teeth. And then once you do those goals each and every day, you're going to feel more accomplished. It's baby steps. You know what I'm saying? I know it's like, you're like, what is he talking about? Making your bed. How is that going to better my life? That's where I started. And I'm not saying that I'm fucking perfect right now. My life's fucking perfect. Trust me, brother. It's far from fucking perfect. I'm still, like I said earlier, if you guys tuned in earlier, I'm still battling with that wolf. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Tomorrow. I tried to end my life a couple months ago. I had major depression and went to a mental hospital for a week. And after, my best friend of 9 years passed, so it's been really tough, but I'm slowly healing. I'm so sorry to hear that, Tamora. So sorry to hear that your friend passed away. I'll make sure God rest their soul. I'll say a prayer tonight for you. Nobody strangers here. This is a safe space on my channel. That's what I'm saying. Nobody strangers here. You guys can always share whatever you want to share. This is what my goal is. I want to share with you guys to hopefully make some impact on you guys. I'm not like these other streamers, bro. I'm here to talk real shit. You know what I'm saying? We got Tamora sharing in the chat. I appreciate you so much for sharing. That's a tough thing, and I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I can relate though. You sharing your thoughts and sorry honestly really helps more than you think. That's more than like that's all I want to do. That makes me so happy that you said that, honestly, because like I have such a strong message that I want to share with so many people. And I see, I don't envy these other streamers and stuff, but I see all these streamers and they're just not putting out a positive message. It's like I have so much positivity that I can give this world and put an impact on people to help them keep moving. Now, Tamora, if you're struggling right now, my man, if you're struggling right now, just know you're still waking up every day. You're still going through it. We got somebody calling in the chat. I just started YouTube and I'm 12. It's hard, and you speaking is amazing. Thank you for that. No, I'm honored. I am honored to be speaking for you guys right now. I'm honored to be able to speak to you guys through the power of the internet right now. We're not completely strangers here. We're all brothers and sisters here. My dad died 6 months ago, and he was drug addicted, and he got hit by a car. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my goodness. I'll make sure I'll be saying a prayer for you guys tonight, honestly. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Life really fucking gets you sometimes, dude. It really does. But just know that each and every day you got to keep once you realize, like, if you're like, I give up, I'm done. That's when you should be afraid. That's when you should be afraid. And that's when you should realize I need to make a change in my life, is when you stop caring and you stop caring for your own health and others around you and your own aspirations and dreams. That's when you need to be like, you know what? I need to get up. I need to make my bed. So you guys, I hope you remember this, and I hope you take this to heart. Wake up. Set a goal for tomorrow. If you guys are struggling through depression, I know Tamora, he said he struggles with depression. I struggle with depression too, my man. Trust me. I apologize. I don't know if you guys are girls. That's how I talk. You know what I'm saying? But I struggle with depression too. I can relate to you, Tamora. I also tried to end my life a while ago as well. But the reason why you and me are here, my friend, God has a purpose for us. Now, you have your own higher power, but just know that you should always have a higher power that you believe in and not only believe in yourself. Colin says he has to go. No worries, my man. No worries. I hope you do good too, brother. And I appreciate you coming to the stream. Make sure you send a follow and a like, because I'm gonna be doing this every night. We're streaming every night. We got a TikTok, and it's not always, we do funny streams too. We do funny streams. I just decided to hop on right now, and I just decided to talk, because I was going through some shit today. You sharing your thoughts and honestly really helps me more than you think. Honestly, I'm so glad you guys were able to stop by my stream and, hear my words for a little bit. But like I was saying is, if you guys are feeling complacent, if you guys aren't happy in life right now, if you're still waking up, brother, and you're still moving, and if you're going to school still, or if you're still going to work, or even if you're not going to school or going to work, and if you don't really have anything going on, there's always your friends, there's always your family that are there. You can do whatever you want to do. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you literally can do whatever you want to do. That sounds so cliche, and like, I don't want to sound like it's like a typical, like, oh, you can do whatever you do. You know what I mean? Because like, when I hear that, I'm like, all right, dude. But like, dude, the other day, I was sitting there and I was watching a video and I was hearing like, yeah, you can do whatever you put your mind to, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we stream around like 7 p.m. I went late tonight, but we stream around 7 p.m. each and every night. So, make sure you guys pop by. We'll be having some fun streams and stuff. But no, I was sitting there and I was like, man, what's something that I always wanted to do? Because I was like sitting there and I was like, all right, let's test this little theory of, maybe I can do anything I put my mind to. You know what I did? I was like, what's something I can do? And I thought to myself, I was like, I've always wanted to learn another language. Seriously, I've always wanted. I think it's so intriguing, and I respect people that are bilingual, that can speak multiple languages and stuff. I only speak English. You know what I'm saying? I was born in America. I was raised in here. And I'm like, I love other cultures too. I love the Japanese culture. I'm an Italian. I love the Italian culture. I love the Chinese culture. You know what I'm saying? Like Asia as a whole. And I was sitting there and I was like, I want to teach myself a language, bro. I was like, what is stopping me from learning another language? And this is what I'm going in, what ties into you setting goals for yourself and making yourself feeling better, getting out of the depression, is doing things for yourself. And it's just set small goals. And when you keep setting these small goals, you start building a foundation. It's like a staircase. To picture like a staircase or a construction site, right? And you're building a foundation of a house. Your body and your spirituality is a house, a residential house like this. You know what I'm saying? And when you set... When they build a house, do they just throw a house up and they say, boom, 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 we're done, there's the house? No. It starts with the floor plan. It starts with the employees. It starts with getting land for the lot, getting land for the house, purchasing a lot, getting a crew together, getting tools. Those are baby steps to becoming a big, beautiful house. You are a big, beautiful house, my friend. All of you. We all are. We're big, beautiful houses. Once we accomplish everything that we're going to accomplish. As we go, Tamora, when I'm grieving, I just think about how my friend is in heaven. Amen. Your friend is in heaven. And they are watching over you for sure. And they are with their mom and happy. But I'm only 13, so it's really hard to handle grief, depression, anger issues, and more. Also, my name is Lily. Nice to meet you, Lily. I appreciate you sharing. Thank you so much. You're very brave for sharing. Anybody that's sharing is very brave. So I appreciate you guys so much for coming in here and stopping by. We stream every night, and I'm always here to talk if anybody needs it. I'm going to actually drop the Discord link here. open community Discord. Anybody's welcome to join. Let me know if that link doesn't work. We're trying to build a community here. It's a safe space. You know what I'm saying? We like to have fun. We like to have funny streams. I make you guys laugh and stuff. You check my other clips. They're hilarious. You know what I'm saying? But tonight we're getting a little serious. You know, sometimes we got to get serious. You know what I'm saying? And this is me, what I had to deal with today. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hop on stream, and whoever hops in, I hope I can send a message to. But Lily, you're saying that you're grieving and you're struggling with depression and anger issues. It's tough at that age, especially at that age. Trust me. When I was that young, I didn't know how to handle any of my emotions, and they were all over the place. And when I was that young, especially in high school, I'm just saying how I can relate to you is, you know, I'm valid. I hope that everyone in your life validates your feelings. Your feelings matter. You matter. I hope that you have a strong support system, because that is very important, that you have a strong support system in your life, whether it's your family, or if you have a close friend, just somebody, you know, a teacher, a mentor. Just make sure you have just at least one person that you can entrust yourself with, and that they validate your emotions and feelings, because that also goes a long way too. You know, it starts with yourself and building on yourself and learning how to process those feelings without, like we said earlier, if you guys were here earlier for the stream, is letting that wolf out of that cage. We all have that wolf inside of us. I need to find that clip because it's so relatable to what I'm talking about right now. A boy and wolf in a cage, claymation. It's like a movie or something. This, oh my God, this right here. This. Guys, look at this. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. Just watch this. Is that wolf inside of us? And that's us. This kid is us. And that wolf is inside of us. Oof. Getting the chills seeing that. Look at it. Look at the look in his eyes. The look in the eyes of the wolf and the boy. Look at the boy. It's just sadness and like he doesn't know. Like I'm gonna cry looking at that because it's so relatable to me. Like it's so, oh my God, like just that look, man. Like when the boy, and he's looking back at the wolf, and he's like he doesn't know if he should let the wolf out or not. You know what I mean? Like he's just like he's scared if to let the wolf out because he's scared if like he doesn't know what that wolf's gonna do. You know, but we all have that wolf inside of us, and it's to learn how to use that wolf for good and just keep it there and be friends with it. That wolf can be anger. That wolf can be depression. That wolf can be anxiety. That wolf can be loneliness. All of that. And we all have that inside of us. Fear, grief, sorrow, regret. Regret's a huge one. Complacency, boredom. You know, like we have these fucking phones that take over us, and we just get sucked into it, and then we don't realize what's going on around us. And then we have all these superficial things. Like I admit I have all these superficial things, but what does it mean when you go to the afterlife? It's nothing. So that's why it starts within you. So Lily, what I'm saying is it's okay that you're struggling with grief and depression and anger. It's okay. Your feelings matter. Your emotions matter. And anybody that tells you that they don't matter, you don't need them in your life. And it may be hard to push people away, but sometimes it's a good thing to push people away. But you just need to make sure, that, because, you know, it's also, I've pushed people out of my life that I regret pushing out, and they're never coming back. And it's one of my biggest regrets. And I'm afraid, you know, I'm being vulnerable right now, but I'll just admit that I'm afraid I'm going to die with regret. You know, I'm afraid that I'm going to become an old man someday and I'm still going to have that pit, that pit inside of me, and I never resolved it. But that's why each and every day I live my life trying to better myself. Each and every day I wake up in the morning, and trust me, I fall back short on my ass plenty of times. I still go back to that anger. I still go back to that grief and sorrow. So I can relate to you, Lily. I still struggle with that, I'm in my late 20s, and it's not easy, dude. It's not easy at all. But it's okay at that age to be going through that, because you don't really know what's going on. You know what I mean? And that's all right. You have so much life to experience. You have a lot of things. You're going to lose friends. You're going to gain friends. You're going to gain relationships. You're going to lose relationships. You're going to lose family. You know what I mean? But you need to keep moving forward each and every day. And to the point where once you stop moving, once you stop putting one foot in front of the other, that's when you lose. That's when you start losing. When you stop making goals and you stop caring, and you stop making your bed in the morning, and you stop brushing your teeth in the morning, and you stop taking showers, and you stop doing personal hygiene, because I was there at that point. I stopped caring about myself. I stopped caring about my hygiene. I stopped caring about my family and stuff. And I'm a very empathetic person. I love my family. I love my friends. I love my family and friends more than I love myself. You know what I mean? And I came to a point when I was like, what is going on? Who am I? I don't even know who I am anymore. I'm not even taking showers, dude. Like, what is going on with me? I've never been like that. And I'm like, I can't even afford fucking gas for my fucking car. $5. I can't even get a fucking gallon for my car. What's going on, dude? I can't even buy my mother flowers for fucking Mother's Day. And then when I started realizing that shit, I got up and I said, you know what? I'm going to start making my bed. That's where you start. So if you're in a spot right now and you're like, I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know myself. I don't know what to do. I don't know myself right now, Start there. Start making your bed in the morning. I know it sounds like you're like, what is he talking about? Making my bed. What is he talking about? I'm telling you from life experience, a wise person told me to do that a long time ago. Set a goal for each and every morning. When I wake up, I'm going to make my bed and make it look nice and neat. Just start there. Do that for a couple days, right? And then once you build that into your routine, and then you'll realize you'll be doing it without even realizing it. That's when you start noticing true change and true progress right there. So once you start doing that, then you add on another stepping stone, like we were saying, the house that we become, the beautiful house that we build inside of us. That's when the stepping stones come in. That's when the crew members, the construction crew comes in, the tools, the floor plan, the blueprint, the foundation, the bricks, all the other things, siding, framing, roofing, shingles, windows, doors, house, family. Then you have a big, beautiful house. So start there. Start there. Colin's back. Hello, Colin. Hello. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. I'm trying to show you guys building house analogy, where all these big, beautiful houses inside of us, the spirituality inside of us, right? So if you're feeling complacent and you're like, I don't know what to do in my life. I'm not happy right now. I'm not making enough money. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a family. I don't have this. I don't have that. My friends, it's okay. Start realizing that there's a power higher than yourself. There's a creator. There's a God. And they will always be with you, even if you're an atheist. Just you have to believe that there's something bigger than you. Because if you think that the world revolves around you, you're doing life wrong, my friend, and you won't go very far in life. I'm telling you this from experience. Please, if you never listen to anybody in your life, listen to me, a random guy on the internet. So we got tomorrow. Yeah, I relate to you a lot, but one thing I don't relate to is you said you express your feelings, but I don't. I don't like showing vulnerability, and it makes me bottle things up, and it honestly hurts me. You would be a very good preacher, by the way. In God we trust. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. This is me like coming from the heart right now. This is just me coming from the heart right now. But I appreciate you again for sharing that. You know, you're saying that you bottle things up inside. Now, I don't always this is where I also have to admit too. I also bottle things up inside. I still do. I don't like to be vulnerable. Trust me right now. I'm actually pretty calm right now, which is crazy, but I don't like to be vulnerable either because us men, when we're born and when we're growing up in young manhood and growing up to become men in adulthood, we're told really to, society tells us never show your feelings. You're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to be this big working man. You're never supposed to cry. You're never supposed to show your emotions. Blah, 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 blah. That's what we're told growing up. And you know what? I say that's bullshit because I had some shit, I had shit happen to me growing up as a kid, dude, and it fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? And I let it sit and I let it simmer inside of me for years and years and years, and I never told anyone what happened to me. I didn't even tell my own mother, who's the person that I tell everything to. The closest person I am in this earth is my mother, and I didn't even tell her. And I kept it inside of me for years and years and years, and I pushed it down. I pushed it down and down and down. But Lily, do you know what happens when we do that? Now, trust me, I'm not perfect either. I'm just saying from experience because I still do that. I still keep things inside of me, But when we push things down into our house, what happens to a house? Let's say a house with a flat roof, right? What happens to a house when it snows out and there's a blizzard and the snow keeps packing on top of the roof, packing and packing and packing and packing? What happens to that house? It collapses. It explodes. It destroys itself from within. That's what happens when, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying anything like that because it's very hard. It's easier said than done. Trust me. Like I said, I relate to you. I do it all the time. I bottle things up all the fucking time. But when we keep packing things on top of each other and we keep saying, I'll brush that off. And, like I said, it's good sometimes. You don't want to flip out on everything, and it's good sometimes to, if someone's bullying you, if someone's calling you a loser or some shit, say, you don't know nothing about me. You know nothing of me. Be gone. Be gone. You know who knows about me? God. God should be the only one that's your witness. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. That's something I had to learn too. Now I need to ask, are you okay mentally? I'll get back to what I was saying with Lily, but I'll answer that question. Well, let me finish this with Lily first. Hold on. Let me finish with Lily. So Lily's saying that she bottles things up. She doesn't like to be vulnerable. I apologize. I don't know if you go by she or not. I apologize. I'm just saying, but when we bottle things up inside, it eventually explodes inside of us, and you don't want that to happen because I've let that happen a lot of times actually, where I've put things down and down and down and down, and then it could be the littlest thing and I wouldn't even realize because I usually can brush things off, and like somebody calls me a fucking asshole if I'm driving, and there's rude people in public, you know what I'm saying? Like today I dealt with this piece of shit at the supermarket. He kind of put it, he put his hands on me and shit, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? But and I almost let that wolf out. I almost did. But I was like, you know what? I'm better than you. Because you know why? I'm a man of God, and God knows, God's my witness, and God knows what I do. Because I try to help everyone that I see passing by each and every day. If I can do something, just a little something to put a positive impact on this world, so be it. And that's all I need. It's not for my personal gain. It's for God. And it's for the other people that are passing by me. My own personal gain comes from helping others. Well, I wouldn't call it a personal gain. I would say it's inner happiness. That's where my happiness comes from. It's helping other people. And that is also a tool that you guys should be using as well. That always is the cure for things, is helping other people. But you have to realize you need to help yourself too sometimes. It's okay to be selfish sometimes. People think that being selfish, yeah, you can be selfish in a bad way, of course. But what I'm saying is be selfish in a good way. Put yourself first, where if someone is forcing you to do something, or, they say like a family member or a friend or somebody, a teacher, whatever, if they're putting something negative on you and they're pushing on you, and you don't feel like it's okay for your mental health, you don't need that. That's when it's okay to push that away and say, you know what, this isn't right for me. I need to put myself first. If you're friends with a group of people, right, and they start getting into drugs or something, or they're doing something that you don't like, and you're in this group of friends, and you're like, you see what's going around you, and you're like, this isn't good for me. That's a good way to be selfish and say, I need to put myself first, and I'm sorry, I need to take a step away from you guys. I need to take a break. And if they can't respect that and they can't see that, you don't need them. C'est la vie. You don't need them. Bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? You need that for yourself. You need your own inner happiness. So, Lily, what I'm trying to say is, it's easier said than done, trust me, because I do it all the time. But when you say you bottle things up inside, I'll admit I go to therapy. That's where is a good place to be vulnerable. Now, you may not agree with that, and you don't have to necessarily go to therapy. You can, this can be a therapy. I mean, like, we can do these talks every other night if you guys want to. We got to keep it light. We'll have some fun playing video games. We'll be laughing and stuff like that, doing IRL streams, but I would like to do, a couple times a week, maybe. We'll sit here and I'll talk with you guys, and you guys can tell me what you're going through, but also too, tell me what you're grateful for as well, because we always have to be grateful for everything. We always have to be grateful for everything. You know what I'm grateful for? I'm grateful I have God in my life. I'm grateful that I'm with I still have my parents in my life, my mother and father. Some people don't, I'm grateful that I have a bed to sleep in and a roof over my head. Because I used to sleep in the streets, in the cold, in the winter. I had a car, that's it. I had a car that I was sleeping in the blistering cold winter. I live in the north, by the way. So sometimes I forget, but tonight when my head hits the pillow tonight, I'm going to be grateful for that. And you guys should be too. Because people don't have that. People are getting bombed. People are getting fucking killed in streets and shit like that, So if you're in a safe home and you have a house over your head, amen to you. And if you want God in your life, just start talking to him. He'll listen. And God can be whoever you want them to be. Just as long as it's your God, and that is for you, and no one can take that away from you. That is between you and God, and that's it. You and yourself. You and God. So, if you want to be able to process your emotions, Lily, and I know you don't like to be vulnerable, but just maybe it's like it's like a faucet. Just let a little bit out sometimes. It's okay to cry sometimes. It's okay to, if you're feeling it sometimes, just grab a pillow and scream into it. You know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? Like, that's okay. That's okay. It's a good outlet. You know what I mean? If you guys like art, if you guys like video games, you guys must have some hobbies. You know what I'm saying? Me is art and music. I'm an artist and I make music. That is my outlet. In writing too. I love writing. I love filming. I like to film. I want to create my own movies and stuff. But that is an outlet for me to process my anger. Trust me, I have a lot of it. I know it doesn't seem like it. But trust me, I got a lot of it. But that is my channel to process my anger, my anxiety. Anxiety is a very big problem I struggle with. I have a lot of anxiety. Sometimes I can't even get outside. I can't even get out of my bed sometimes. But you know what pushes me is God. I know God is watching me and that I have a purpose. And Tamora, I believe that you said in the chat that you tried to unalive yourself. Trust me, I did too. You know what I mean? So there's a reason why you and I are here, my friend. We still have a purpose. God keeps us here for a reason. You know, I don't want to be too vulgar with what I did, but let's just say that when I tried to commit to something, you guys know what I'm talking about. The method that I used, typically, like 99% of the time, people don't survive it. Like, that's not me, like just saying that. Like, the method that I used, the fact that it didn't work, that's right there. I still remember it was in 2017. That right there, it was a tool. I'll just say it was a tool that I had. I had a tool. I tried to use that tool, and the tool didn't work. And the way how the tool was set up was, it was supposed to work. If you catch my drift. I'm just trying not to get vulgar, you know what I mean? But it didn't do its purpose. It didn't do its intended purpose. So I threw the tool, and I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck did that just happen? Like, I was like, am I still here? You know, like, what's going on, dude? I'm feeling my head. I'm slapping my face. I'm like, I was dating somebody at the time too, and unfortunately she was was there, you know, and we were both like, what the fuck? What just happened? And I remember I was like, all right, I have a purpose now. I clearly have a purpose. I need to figure that out. And it's years later. I mean, this was in 2017. It's now 2026, so we're almost 10 years ago. Wow, that's crazy to even say that. But I still haven't really found my purpose, you know what I'm saying? But I just know that I have a purpose, and so do you, Lily. And so do you, Colin. We all do. Anybody else that is watching and that's too uncomfortable to chat right now, it's okay. We're all here. We all have a purpose, no matter what. You know what I mean? And you may be angry sometimes when you lose people in your life and you're like, well, why didn't they have a purpose? Why didn't they survive? You know what I mean? I'm trying to word this in a good way, is that they did have, like, they served their purpose, and now their purpose is in a higher place of our understanding. God has taken them into his arms, and now they have a higher place that we can't understand because we're here on earth. You know what I mean? And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing to be happy about. So I hope that helps with your depression a little bit, Lily, is the people that we lose in our lives, they have a purpose. They still do have a purpose, and they are serving their purpose in the greater beyond. And we just can't understand that yet, and that's okay. But it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to be happy about too. You know, I know it's tough. I know it sucks losing people. It sucks. It's terrible. It sucks that that's a part of life. But you know, that's a good way to look at things, you know. And the bottling up the things inside. Oh, she just chatted. Amen, man. I also do go to therapy, by the way. I also am an artist. Oh, that's awesome. And play the drums. Wow, I used to play the drums too. I'm super like relating to you right now. It's awesome. I'm also very grateful for my friends, and I also believe God kept you alive because he knew you still have a purpose. You still have a purpose too, my friend. You still have a purpose too. That's awesome that you're artistic. That's awesome you play the drums. And that's awesome that you're grateful. See? That's the mentality that you will succeed in life and overcome that dark wolf. We can have that dark wolf, and then we can have that good wolf in that clip, you know? Like, this wolf is like both wolves, the good and bad, into one, right? And that's us. looking at it, and that wolf was always there waiting. But that's when you turn that wolf into something good, because you can turn it into something good. And it's good that you go to therapy. Now, my therapist always tells me, let's not let everything all at once and just blah, 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 this is what's going on, and like let it all out, because you'll lose your mind doing that. You can't fully let all the faucet out. You can't fully open the faucet and let the drain pipe go. You know what I'm saying? Just little by little. Baby steps. That's why we're talking about building a foundation for a house. You get the crew. You get the construction. You get the foundation. You get the lumber. You get the supplies. You get the tools. You get the framing. You get the windows. You get the doors. You get the siding. You get the roofing. You get the shingles. You get the windows. And then you make a big, beautiful house. And that's when you succeed in life. So thank you so much, Lily, for sharing that. I hope I know sorry I'm a little all over the place right now, but the points I'm trying to make is that all hope is not lost, and it never will be lost. As long as you have God in your life, and I pray every morning, you make sure you guys pray. It doesn't have to be every morning. It could be at night. It could be multiple times during the day. For me, it's when I wake up in the morning and before I go to work. That's when I pray. That's my time, me and God, But I'm going to go back to what Colin asked. Colin asked me, now I need to ask you, are you okay mentally? Yeah, can we do something fun because this brings back memories? Sure, yeah, we can do something fun, absolutely. But Colin, you asked me, am I okay mentally? I would say that's a tough question, my friend. That is a tough question. You know why? Because I would say I'm content right now. I would say I'm content in life. There's a lot that I wish I could change. There's a lot that I wish I could have done differently. I have a lot of regret, but I try not to. I try not to say I have regret, because that's when you're just like, oh, I regret things, and then it just leads to depression. It leads to sorrow and depression and stuff like that. We don't want to go back that way. That's when you bring the dark wolf out. But I'm working on staying present. I still work on this, is teaching myself and learning that I cannot control things outside of my own being. You can't either. I can't control that. There's a prayer. I'm going to look up this prayer right now. After this, we'll get into some gaming real quick, and we'll get a little lighthearted, but I'm going to show you guys this prayer. I learned this prayer a long time ago. Now listen, I want you guys to listen to this and really, really take this in. All right? You guys listening? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Now I'm going to say that again, and just try to understand this, and I'll try to explain it. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. So that is basically going back what I'm saying is, please grant me, God, please grant me the peace, the inner peace that I need for acceptance, to accept the things that I can't change. I can't change that I lost one of the biggest loves of my life at a young age. She was the love of my life, and I pushed her away, and I lost her, unfortunately. And I didn't realize what I had at the time. But that's something I can't change now. You know what I mean? That's just something that happened. As much as I wish I could hop in a time machine and go back and shake my younger self and say, what are you doing? You have this beautiful girl that you could potentially marry and have kids with and live a beautiful life with. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you throwing this away? But guess what? That's impossible. I can't do that. And if I'm sitting here and I'm struggling, like I'm like, oh, I'm in my head. I can't. I wish I could change this. You'll drive yourself crazy. You know what I mean? And that's what leads back to depression and sorrow. The past, if you're stuck in the past, it always leads to depression. And then it's the fear of being forgotten, the fear of loss, the fear of loneliness, the fear of regret, the fear of growing up and not having, the fear of being unloved. That is all fear. So when you ask God to grant you the serenity, the peace, to accept the things you can't change, that's when you start moving forward from that. That's when you move forward and make progress. You know, you can be like, you know what? It happened. I can't change it. What's the best step that I can take the next step forward to going forward in life and start building more steps to my house, the spirituality house that's inside of us. Then the second line, please give me the courage to change the things that I can. There is things that you can change, and that's what I was saying earlier at the beginning of the stream. The things that you can change now is the things that are within yourself. So your depression, you know what I'm saying? You can't just change your depression. That's not what I'm saying, but you can change your outlook on things. You can, like manifesting and all that shit. It's real. It's like, oh, I don't see the chat right now. Hold on. W Bloodborne, facts, W Bloodborne, appreciate you coming. What verse is that? So that prayer is from Alcoholics Anonymous. That's an Alcoholics Anonymous prayer. What up? Oh, what's my dude's name? RQBTMYD4. What's up, my dude? Appreciate you coming from the stream. Colin, nope, we're still talking, my man. I said a prayer that I want you guys to listen to. The prayer is, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So, like I said, once you ask God to grant you the serenity to accept things you cannot change, like the past or things that have already happened or other people, or you like, I wish this person was this way. You can't change that. Only they can change that, you know? And once you accept that, that's when inner happiness, you start to gain a little inner peace and some happiness from that and say, you know what? Smile that it happened and accept it. And that's when you keep putting one foot in front of the other. And then the second line says, the courage to change the things that I can. So God, grant me the courage. I need the courage to get up in the morning and make my bed. Like I was saying earlier, those are the things that you can change. Like, I'm not saying that you can't change everything. You can change things. Your outlook on life, that's like the biggest thing. It's the hugest thing. Most important thing I would say right there is if you just wake up and say, you know what? I'm going to force myself to be positive today. No matter what, even if it's raining out and it's cold and it's dark and gloomy and you popped a hole in your tire or you fell on your way to school or someone called you a loser at school or you failed your test. If you just force yourself and say, you know what? Things will get better. They always do. They always do. Things will always work themselves out. So have that outlook. Just force yourself. I'm going to be tomorrow, right? Today's Tuesday, right? When you wake up tomorrow, when you wake up, say, I remember that streamer saying, Young saying, that's my name on Twitch and YouTube. He's Young saying. You guys can just call me Young, but whatever, but say, Young, I'm going to remember what Young said on the stream and I'm going to be positive today. I want you guys to do that when you wake up tomorrow. Say, no matter what happens today, even if I have the worst day ever, you can make it the best day ever. You don't need to win the lottery for it to be the best day ever. If you can just wake up and say hi to your friends and have your friends with you, just, bask in that moment. Be present in that moment and be grateful and be like, man, life's not too bad, I don't have bombs flying over my head or I don't have people breaking down my door and shooting up my house, or I'm not living in the streets. I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, it's just always better. So those are things that you can change. Start making your bed in the morning, start brushing your teeth, start taking a shower, just little things like that. And that's when you start building the foundation for your house. And when you have this big, beautiful house, that's when you become successful in life and you accomplish the big dreams that you have. A big dream of mine is starting a family, having a wife and kids, and getting a house and giving my parents grandchildren. That's one of my biggest dreams. And I'm on my way to that. You know what I mean? I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to make sure I keep putting one foot in front of the other to get to that goal. And of course I have other big goals like getting my dream car, stuff like that. Those are good goals to have too, but have goals like that, little stepping stones. And then the last line says, the wisdom to know the difference. That's a huge line right there. Is you're asking God to please give me the wisdom to know the things that I can change and the things that I cannot change. The things that I cannot change, please give me the serenity to accept that. And the things that I can change, please give me the courage to get up and do it. To get up and change whatever you want to change. If you don't like the way you look, start dieting. It's tough. I know it's fucking tough. But, I was like 300 pounds at one point. And then I looked at myself and I said, man, I'm letting myself go. So I started fasting. Now I'm 200 pounds flat. I'm 200 pounds flat. I'm the lightest I've ever been in my entire life. Because I was like, I need to get skinny. I'm tired of being overweight and shit. So I started fasting. Now everybody's different. You guys aren't like me. You know what I'm saying? You guys have your own things. You know what I'm saying? But try to do something little to get the courage to change the things that you can change. If you don't like your hair or something, change your hair. Or if you don't like the friend group that you're around, if they're talking about things that you don't want to hear, or if you don't really agree with what they're saying, then change it. You know what I'm saying? If you're feeling negative every single day, and if you have a shitty outlook on life, then you can change that, and you can make the shittiest day ever be the best day ever. As long as you have the positivity mindset. And then the wisdom to know the difference. Like I said, the wisdom to know that there is things that you cannot change, which that shall grant you inner peace and serenity. I've accepted, and it still hurts though. It still hurts. It's still always going to hurt. I don't know if I'm ever going to get over it, but I'm still heartbroken after losing the love of my life. I think she was the love of my life. You know what I mean? Hopefully someday I'll meet somebody that I can love more. But this girl was the love of my life. I lost her. It still hurts. It happened so long ago. But you know what? I have serenity that I know I can't change it. And that is huge. That is huge right there. Okay, yeah, we got a piece of shit in the chat. No worries, but it's all good though. It's all good. So we got somebody saying, "Hey there, you drug addicts." Okay, we didn't mention anything about drugs, but see, like stuff like that, I brush off because they're ignorant. They don't know what they're talking about. They're just on YouTube typing with their little fingers. Blah, 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 blah. Goodbye, you banished. See, I don't let that shit bother me. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. I do collect Pokemon cards. Yes, I do. Indeed, that's a cool little hobby of mine. Something to keep some happiness. But like I was saying is, that there is things that you can change. You know what I'm saying? Ignore this piece of shit in the chat. Ban, you're gone. See you later, bud. Tomorrow, I want to know more about you because you sound really cool. So I have a couple fun questions. What music do you like? Do you like anime? What games do you love to play? That's cool. So, music I like. Man, I love all sorts of different types of music. I love 90s rock, like that new metal, punk rock. I love rap. I know it's probably sounds lame, but I do like underground rap. I like a lot of the new wave underground rap that's coming out. Not a fan of country, I'll say. But I respect music for its art. Like I said, I'm an artist, so I can respect music purely for its artistic form. Even in country music, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like it, but I can see the art in it, and I can see that it moves people's emotions and stuff. So I can respect it for being good music, especially opera too. That's another one, but it's beautiful music, you know. Stay hydrated, my friends. You say you play trombone? That's dope. Hell yeah. See, that's awesome. You keep at that. You know what I'm saying? That's things that you can keep moving forward with. Yeah, we don't let trolls like can't even say that dude's name, Jose, whatever. We don't let trolls like him fucking get to us, because clearly he's lost in the sauce, you know. We'll pray for him though. He doesn't know what's going on. He's just little boy typing on YouTube, likes to make fun of people, but it's okay, brother. I'll pray for God with you. I'm sure your life sucks right now, but it'll get better. Don't worry. We'll all pray for you. But yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, I like that type of music. You know what is I'll say what my favorite band is. Linkin Park. My favorite band. I grew up with that shit. Love Linkin Park. I love anime. I actually, if you have recommendations for some anime, I would love to hear some recommendations. I'm trying to get back into it. Trying to think of some. I mean, Dragon Ball Z is my number one. That's my number one favorite. I grew up with that too. I have a very strong connection with Dragon Ball. Samurai Champloo, nasty anime, super dope. What else? I'm trying to think of some like really cool animes that I like. Ghost in the Shell. Like a couple of those movies, those are dope. Neon Genesis Evangelion, that's a great one. Darling and the Franxx, that's a good one. There was this new one that I was watching. I forget the name of it, but it was like they were in this like trash world. Like it was like a garbage world. Like everything was like garbage, and then like these people were living in this higher like place. And then if you, like, committed a crime or something, they would banish you from the town and you would get thrown into, like, the garbage world. And, like, they all, like, they fight, like, big trash monsters or whatever. You go, I love Linkin Park. I recommend My Hero. I actually did watch some of My Hero Academia. Dude, Linkin Park is the best. Absolutely love Linkin Park. Hell yes. Yo, you guys would like this edit I made on TikTok. If you guys... My name on TikTok is the same on YouTube and Twitch. It's Young Saiyan with 3 eyes. I'll type it in the chat. But I made a cool Linkin Park edit to one of my Elden Ring playthroughs. Me and my best friend, we do collab streams every night. He wasn't streaming tonight, but me and my best friend, we do collab streams and we play Elden Ring together. But yeah, I put on a Linkin Park song on one of the edits. It was actually pretty sick. You guys should check it out. That's my TikTok name in the chat. But and two, if you guys notice, we got channel points if you subscribe. Oh, this is only on Twitch, but you can do funny ass shit like this.
My watch costs 50 bands, and I still don't have time for you fuckboys.
We got funny shit like that in the chat. You know, that's on Twitch. We got the channel points because we did become a Twitch affiliate. But we got text to talk to or text to speech. Where is that? How come I can't see that? Hold on. Oh, right here. Yep. So if you go on Twitch, I got to figure out how I can do it on YouTube because I know there's a way to do it on YouTube too. But on Twitch, if you have channel points on my channel, you know, you can do this. You can do the text-to-speech.
Say hello to my little friend!
Message from Young Saiyan. Hey, what's up, guys?
You know, we got the talk this text shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, some cool shit like that. We got funny shit. This one, too. I love this one. No, but all right, so back to what I was saying. Yeah, I watched some of My Hero Academia. I watched I think the first I don't know how many seasons there are, but I think I watched the first 3 seasons and then I fell off and I forgot about it. But I want to get back into it because I heard that was really good. Are they still doing that or is it over? Did they have a season finale? Colin, will you be streaming tomorrow night? Absolutely, my friend. If you are Eastern time, 7 p.m. We'll be on 7 p.m. tomorrow night. So I go off of Eastern time. I don't know if you guys are Pacific time or, any other different times, but just look up whatever time zone you're in and then say, what is 7 p.m. Eastern time in your time? But for me right now, it is 11:25 p.m. right now. So if you have the same time as me right now, 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Yes, we stream. And don't worry, guys. Our streams are not always like this. We're not always, getting deep and shit like that. But like I said, I wanted to hop on. I wanted to spit some knowledge. And, I was just feeling it. That's what I do. I do whatever I'm feeling. Because in life, you can do, like I said earlier, you can do whatever you want to do. And no one can stop you from that. Now, don't go fucking driving a car off a bridge and doing some crazy shit like that. You don't want to do that. But you know what I mean. If you want to learn new things, if you want to teach yourself something, I was saying that earlier. I wanted to teach myself a language. I started teaching myself Russian. You know what I learned? I learned "Как дела? Хорошо. У меня отлично." That's some Russian I learned. I've been studying in my books and shit. I watch YouTube videos. I try to do 20 minutes a day. "Как дела? Хорошо. У меня отлично." That means, how are you? I'm good. I'm excellent. So, a little bit of Russian. You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching myself things, but that's what I'm saying. You can do whatever you want to do. If you want to teach yourself guitar, if you want to teach yourself the drums, you want to learn how to draw better, or you want to learn how to animate, that was a big dream of mine. That still is something I would love to get into, is learn how to animate. Because I actually, in one of my notebooks, actually in one stream that I'll show it to you guys, I have a bunch of notebooks where I wrote my own anime. Super dope. Oh my god, dude, Death Note, yes! Dude, Death Note is one of my favorite animes ever. Oh my god, I feel so dumb for forgetting that. Yes, I love Death Note, bro. It's so good. So good. Yeah, very important too. Make sure you guys are always drinking water. It's very important. But, dude, yes, Death Note is amazing, bro. Amazing. That was another one that, when I watched that, I was struggling with some shit in my life. And believe it or not, that anime kind of got me, it got me through a lot of shit. You wouldn't think that, because it's kind of like a evil, Light's, he's killing people and shit, and he becomes this, this monster. But I learned, a lot out of that, and it, helped me change, some parts of me. Especially the part at the end. Oh, I don't want to... You said, Colin, you just watch... Alright, I don't want to spoil it for you, Colin. I was going to say at the end, there's a part... I'll just say there's a part at the end that Lily knows what I'm talking about. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, but we're not going to spoil it for our friend Colin here. But there's a part at the end that when I was watching it, I was like, oh my god, this is me. And this is where it goes back to favorite character. Yours is L. I love Nier. I love Nier in Death Note. Nier is wicked dope, but I mean, Light is he's that wolf inside of us. But yeah, I love L too. L, Nier, and Light. It's like the trio for me. But that part when I was watching at the end, I was like, man, that's like going back to what we were saying earlier. Is we can't change our past, and we if we had a glimpse of ourselves walking by in the past and seeing ourselves walk by and being like, oh my god, what have I done? You know what I mean? Ooh, man, that hit me so hard, bro. I was bawling my eyes out at the end of Death Note. Bawling my eyes out, bro. But, yeah, it showed me a lot, dude. Death Note showed me a lot, bro. And it showed me, you know what? The world doesn't revolve around me. There's a being, there's a force that's more powerful than I am, God. I am not all that, and I used to think that. I used to think that in high school and a little after high school, too. I used to think I was fucking better than everyone. This is me being vulnerable as well. Like, I had a big ego problem, you know? And I learned how to not necessarily fully kill my ego, but I learned how to not put myself in... I'm trying to word this in a good way, because you do want to put yourself first in some situations, in a lot of situations, because you want to protect yourself and be healthy spiritually and mentally. But like you're not, like, the world doesn't revolve around you, you know. And I had to learn that and work through that, and it helped me become so much of a better person today. I'm becoming the best version of myself each and every day, and you guys should be striving for that too. And I just started by just helping people, you know? So I just tried to help anyone I could. If I saw a homeless guy on the street, I'd give him $1. Or sometimes I would just sit there and talk to him. Sometimes they just want to be talked to because they're lonely. Or I help an old lady across the street. Or, you know, anytime my mother needs help, I jump right up and I try to help her. Or anybody in my family or my friends. My friend calls me. He's like, hey, man, you know, I just moved into this new house. Nobody's around to help me. I'm there, you know, like stuff like that. Help other people. That will give you some inner happiness, and that will help you kill that ego inside of you, you know. But yeah, what Lily also say, that we're playing Sekiro right now, guys. Sekiro is a wicked dope game. Lily asked me earlier. She's like, she. I apologize. I don't know. Why can't I fucking? That's weird. Should be able to pull up my thingamajig. What the hell is going on? I hate when that happens, when some games, like, they don't let you move your mouse. No, Lily was asking... Oh, I can't scroll up. What my favorite games are and stuff. I love all the Dark Souls games. Elden Ring. Oh my god, we're playing Elden Ring almost every night. Sekiro. I love Sonic. Look at the games I have up here. Sonic, Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil. James Bond. A little bit of GTA. I like Red Dead 2. Devil May Cry. Sick. Huge. I'm a huge fan of Metal Gear Solid. How many subscribers do you have? I'm not sure. I don't think I have much right now. I see. You know what's weird is say, yeah, I felt the same. Was watching My Hero Academia. It's like my comfort show. Oh yeah. That's good. You know, it's good to have a comfort show. Absolutely. I'm sure you can, like, relate to a lot of it too. You know, and that's amazing. You know, like, it's good to have a comfort show like that, and it helps you process things. It helps you see things in a different perspective, and we'll teach you things too. You know what I mean? Lily, I had a feeling that you would like Resident Evil, because it seems like we like a lot of similar things, so that is super cool. It's funny, like a month ago, I did a marathon of all the, I just got into it. Like, I never played any of the Resident Evils, and a month ago, I did a marathon stream where I did all the Resident Evils. I did, well, not all of them, but I did 2, 4, and 9. Yeah, I played Resident Evil 2, all the remakes, you know what I'm saying? So we did 2, and then I went to 4, and then we played 9. All amazing. I would say, man, they're all really good. I like 2 really, like, a lot, because it's like, it's really, like, scary. You know, they really push on the horror in that. So, like, 2 is really good for that. But I would probably say 4 is my favorite, because it's like, Leon is so badass. Like, he's so badass in 4. Like, I love Leon, bro. I love Leon. And 4 is just so sick. It's just filled with action, and, like, the action is just amazing in 4. So, yeah, I would say 4 is my favorite, but 9 is wicked dope too. Yo, Bubbles! What's up, Bubbles? Yo, Bubbles, we were getting deep earlier. We were talking, you gotta make sure you watch the VOD of this after. I was spitting some good knowledge, dude. Some real good knowledge. I can't fucking sleep. It's way too hot here. Amen. I feel that, Bubbles. Amen. Colin, what'd you say? You have 5 subscribers? Are you in affiliate? Oh, you're talking about YouTube. Oh, my bad. I thought you were talking about Twitch. Yo, so on YouTube, I have like, I think I'm almost at 180. I think I'm almost at 180 on YouTube. Hold on, let me check. Twitch, I'm only, I don't think I have any on Twitch right now. Just finished Ocarina of Time, was really good. Dude, you know what's crazy? You're gonna slap me through the screen right now, Bubbles. I've never beat Ocarina of Time. I've never even played, like, damn, I think the furthest I got in Ocarina of Time was, oh, what was that temple where the ghosts chase you? What temple is that? She goes, oh, don't worry, it's my first Zelda game. Oh shit. Oh my god, no way. You know what was my first Zelda game? Was I don't know if it was the Forest Temple. It's like I think you have to like shoot flames with your bow, and like you have to like go through like each, so like there's like torches, right? And then you have to like go down the path of the torch, and there's like ghosts that you have to find, or like paintings or some shit. But maybe it was the Fire Temple, because the Forest Temple was with like the spiders and shit, right? Oh no, I don't think I was that far. The Ganondorf fight? No, I don't think I was that far. It was like probably like, I don't know, the second dungeon in the game or something. I wasn't far at all. Where you shoot him running through the painting, maybe. Yeah, it was some weird shit. Like, I want to say it was maybe the Fire Temple. I don't know if that's an actual thing, but yeah, I want to go back to that, especially with the friggin' remake announced. Are you kidding me? Did you guys see the trailer for the remake? That's gonna be crazy, bro. I wonder what they're gonna do with that. Yo, I'll definitely stream it. Absolutely, I'll definitely stream it. I gotta get an emulator. I gotta figure out how to emulate that shit. I'm sure I can download it, but the remake looks cool. But you know what? With my first I don't know why the Nightbot does that. It's so weird. It gets mad at people when they do caps lock. I got to change that. I apologize. Nah, don't worry about it. The Nightbot's being stupid. Oh, you gotta just download Ship of Harkinian. Okay, word. Yeah, send me like a whisper or some shit. What did Lily say? Dude, I think you're my twin or something. Dude, I think so too, Lily. Like, I think we're definitely twins. Like, you were saying you love Leon. Oh, I can't see your chat now. It scrolled up. My bad. Can I add you on Discord? You're in my Discord, Bubbles. What do you mean? You're in the Maglane server, right? Yeah, make sure you guys join the server, bro. You know, we're trying to build a community. Yeah, you're in here, Bubbles. I see you right here. Let me drop the Discord. Oh, friend request. Yeah. Yeah, send me a friend request. Hold up. Let me, I got you right here. Hold up. Aren't we already friends? We're not friends on here? Jesus, we're not. All right, I sent you a friend request. To Lily and Colin, make sure you guys join up to Discord. Gotta go. See you tomorrow. Hopefully, bye. All right, peace out, Colin. Yeah, like I said, bro, we'll be on here same time tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Oh, well, we were late tonight, but we'll be on 7 p.m. tomorrow night, so don't catch it. Don't miss it. And make sure you guys join the Discord, for real. We're building a community. That's the link right there. Don't worry, I said I love Leon, and you should play RE3 and 7 if you haven't. Ooh. So I played 3. I liked it, but I heard that the original was better. I heard the third, like number 3, the original was better. But I like the remake. I beat it. I think Jill was super badass. Yo, like low key, I love Jill. She's sick too, bro. Like, she's badass. They did cut out a lot of RE3, I heard. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Because I watched a bunch of... I looked up. I was like, why is everyone hating on the RE3 remake? I'm like, what the fuck? It's great. You know what I mean? And then I looked up the YouTube video, and they did like side-by-side comparisons. And that like they showed all they cut out, and I was like, oh my god, this would have been so sick in the remake. Like they cut out a lot of like Nemesis chase parts and shit. That would have been super dope in the remake, but it was still good though. I liked it. It was still great. And, yo, Carlos, bro, Carlos is dope. When he's like, open sesame, what the fuck? Like when he's trying to open that door. That shit's funny as hell, bro. Yeah, Carlos is badass. I like him. That part when he's like defending Jill when she's sick, and you're in that like little like building, and you have to shoot all the zombies, and there's like they're all coming through the windows. That part was dope, dude. I love your desktop background, hella peak. I know, right? Wasn't it fucking dope? Come on, bro. Friggin' Father Gascoigne. I mean, oh my god, I forget his name. Jesus. Oh, I'm gonna look like a scrub right now. Dude, what the hell's his name? Oh my god, I can't believe I forget his name. Bloodborne. What the fuck's his name? Awkward to ask, but did you enjoy your July 4th? Yeah, no, it's not awkward to ask. Gurman, Jesus Christ, thank you, bro. Oh my god, I'm like, how the fuck did I forget his name, dude? Yeah, what a badass, right? Come on. Now here's a weird fucking door. Come to Papa is my favorite line from Carlos. Yeah. Yeah, here's a weird fucking door, yeah. Yo, for real. It's awkward for me to ask since I'm a Brit. Yeah. No, I feel you. Nah, it was dope. Like, yeah, it was cool. You know, I didn't do anything crazy. I streamed actually. We did hold on, let me pull it up. We streamed a little bit of the fireworks. So each year, the street that I live on. All right. Well, I don't know what the hell that was. Each year, each 4th of July, everyone pitches in. Everyone on I live on a cul-de-sac, right? Everyone pitches in money, and we all buy fireworks together. And like they'll get like the fucking crazy ass, like dude, like they get like fucking space rockets and shit. I swear, bro. They could fucking shoot one of those rockets to the damn moon, dude. They were crazy, bro. But yo, check this out. I caught some of it on friggin' camera. On stream. Yo, rave music, right? I don't know where that came from. But yo, Bubbles, you missed some wisdom I was spitting earlier. You better watch the fucking VOD. We were getting deep. I was talking about some like philosophy and shit, bro. Oh, she got ads. Oh, shit. You gotta subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so you don't have the ads. How do I look up my past? What the fuck? It's not letting me look at my shit. My past videos. I'm trying to go to my channel. Hold up. Where'd that beat go? Well, I want to knock over my Pokemon. Dude, I need to get Twitch, and when I do, I'll follow you. Don't worry. Oh, hell yeah. Are you from New York or something? Because I can hear a little accent. Aha. If you can guess where I'm from, I'll tell you. I do have an accent. You're close. You're close. New York is very, very close. Try to guess it, though. shit. I'm gonna knock. I almost knocked over my whole set. Holy shit. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? We having a little bit of rage. You know what I'm saying? We have some fun. What would you say, Lily? Are you from? Oh yeah, are you from New York? Blah blah blah. Yo, what is the Nightbot doing? Get out of here, bro. Why is it doing that? Stop. Time out. I timed out the Nightbot. Jesus Christ. Yo, Bubbles, if you don't want to do the ads, we're on YouTube too. I multi-stream to YouTube, so you don't want to watch the ads. But fuck, what was I saying? What was I saying before that? Oh yeah, you were saying little accent. Yeah, got a little. No, New Jersey, it's a little close. I'll tell you, Boston. I'm from Boston. I'm a Boston boy. Boston boy. Yes, yes, yes. I am from Boston. It's funny, I used to hey, get it. Bro is Scout from Team Fortress 2. Who is that? Hold up. Who is that? I need to look that up right now. Who is Scout? I used to play this shit so long ago. Scout Team Fortress 2. I'm gonna fucking die laughing. Oh my god. Does he have an accent? Let me hear his shit. Is he gonna talk here? Team Fortress was dope, bro. This shit was dope. This was like legendary when this shit came out. Yo, Team Fortress was like one of the first online games I played. I don't think he's talking in this.
I don't even know where to start with you. I mean, do you even know who you're talking to? Yo, what's up? Do you have any idea who I am? Basically, kind of a big deal.
Hey, I'm kind of a big deal. Yo, I am Scout, bro.
Okay. Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, I hurt people.
Amen, bro.
If you were from where I was from, you'd be fucking dead.
Yo. That is my spiritual animal right there. Are you fucking kidding me, Bubbles? You just opened me up to like a whole fucking... Yo. Yo. Oh my god. You just opened up like a new pathway to my like spirituality with that. I am Scout, bro. Dude, that line right there.
And brother, I hurt people. I'm a force of nature.
I'm a force of nature.
Where I was from,
If you were from where I was from, you'd be fucking dead. Yo, real shit. That was like the shit I was talking about earlier, bro. Yeah, clip that shit. Clip that shit, Bubbles. Yo, dead ass. That was the shit I was talking about earlier. I was like, you wouldn't know shit. No, I'm just kidding. I wasn't like that, but that's funny. Lily, the YouTube comments are popping up really slow. Damn it, I swear that was my next guess. Oh, shit. Yeah, I feel like YouTube, like people say that the YouTube comments are like delayed or some shit. But I swear that was my next guess. That's hilarious. Yo, so funny story. I used to live in Florida for a little bit, right? And like I grew up in, I've been in Boston my whole life. Why are my comments taking 5 fucking minutes to pop up? Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Because I think Twitch is like immediate. Twitch is like super fast. I think it's just like the YouTube latency or some shit. Maybe that might be a setting I can mess with. Hold up. Let me check my my Streamlabs real quick. Oh, I don't think I can do it as I'm streaming. I'll try to like maybe I can like do something on my end about that. That is weird. It shouldn't be that delayed, but if it might just be like YouTube's problem. But yeah, so funny story. I lived in Florida, let's see. That was back in 2022. I was living there for a year. And I met this girl there, and you know, we started dating and shit like that. And she was a cutie too. This girl she was a cutie, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we started getting serious. We dated for a few months and shit. And they were born and raised in Florida, right? Like they've always been in Florida, never been anywhere else. Her and her family and shit. And I'm from Boston, and I always grew up in Boston and, you know, the surrounding areas and shit like that, right? I gotta turn my AC on. I'm fucking dying right now. That's something new. One thing you guys will learn about me: I can't stand the fucking heat. I can't stand it. If I could be in ice cold forever, I would love it. I would love it. I would live in Alaska if I could, damn it. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what's cool about my streams is we do all sorts of shit. We talk about deep shit. We talk about processing our emotions and feelings and how to be better versions of ourselves each and every day and getting closer to God each and every day. And then we have fucking night raves, and then we have fun, and then we play games, and we laugh and joke and shit. And we make funny ass clips. That's what it's like at Young Saint's channel. Remember that. Remember that. But like I was saying, so I've always lived in, oh God, she clipped it. Oh my God, she clipped it. Took me a while to edit that. We gotta watch it. We gotta watch it. Hold up. I'll continue my story, but hold up. Lily, yeah, I just need to get Twitch to laugh my ass off. I think it's free, Lily. I think it's free. You can make a free Twitch. The only thing is if you watch me on Twitch, like since I'm an affiliate, they do ads. So, like, you might have to deal with ads, but if you subscribe, you don't have ads. Just saying. But, okay, let's see the Bubbles clip.
I don't know where to start with you. I mean, do you even know who you're talking to? Yo, what's up? Do you have any idea who I am? Basically, kind of a big deal.
Hey, I'm kind of a big deal. Yo, I am Scout, bro.
Okay. Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, I hurt people.
Amen, bro.
If you were from where I was from, you'd be fucking dead.
Yo, that is my spiritual animal right there.
I'm
Are
fucking
you fucking
dead.
kidding me, Bubbles? You just opened me up to like a whole fucking... Yo,
That's a legendary
Yo.
clip right there, bro.
oh my God. You just opened up like a new pathway to my like spirituality with that. I am Scout, bro.
I'm
Dude,
fucking
that line right there.
And brother,
If you were from where I was from, you'd be fucking dead. You where the grass grows. Yo, that's funny as shit, Bubbles. Hell yeah. Yo, I love you for that. I love all you. Lily, I love you. Colin, I love you. Bubbles, I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming in here and chat with me. You guys made my whole day better, honestly. Like, I had a kind of shitty day earlier, but you guys honestly made my day a little more positive. So I just want to say thank you guys so much. And seriously, I really appreciate anybody that comes here and just chats and stuff. You know, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take, you know what I mean? You don't have to pay nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really appreciate you guys coming and chatting, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how far that goes. And I hope our talks that we had earlier, I hope I made some impact on you as well. And I'm streaming every night, so we're getting back into it. We're streaming every night, 7 p.m. Remember it. Make sure you join the Discord, too. I'm going to drop the Discord again in the chat. Make sure you guys join up the Discord. Bubbles, I know you're already in that, but Lily and Colin, if you're still here, or anybody else that's here and, you know, they're too uncomfortable to chat, it's okay. It's okay to be shy. Oh, shit, I muted the Nightbot. I can't drop the link. But, no, real shit. I appreciate you guys, for real, for real. Good shit, you know. We're always going to keep the positive vibes, even if the world is going crazy right now. We're going to keep the positive vibes, and we're going to stay spontaneous. By the way, Bubbles, how is the UK right now? How is the UK? Oh, thank you, Lily. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But how is the UK, Bubbles? I heard it's like, no. I'm not talking about, oh, there's the Discord link. Yep. Thank you, Bubbles. Yo, I'm gonna make you a mod, Bubbles, if you don't mind. I'm gonna, after the stream, I'll try to make you a mod and shit like that. But if you want to be, only if you want to be. But no, not temperature wise, but how is it like in the streets? I heard it's like a little crazy right now in the UK. I'm seeing videos online. It's political. Yeah. I hope you guys are doing all right, because I don't know. Don't get me. She says, don't get me started. Oh shit. Well, I hope you stay safe, for real, because I've been seeing some crazy shit in the UK. I'll make sure I'll say a prayer for you and shit. You know, God's overwatching you, God's protecting you. You know, as long as you always, He's with you if you're with Him. You know what I'm saying? Can I talk about? Absolutely, we can talk about anything in here. That's the thing, guys. There's no limits to my channel. That's the thing, bro. I am not a radical, one-sided person. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't judge. I don't do any of that. You see streamers that are like, don't get political, don't get this, don't get that. You can't say this in my chat. You know what I say to those streamers? Kick rocks, buddy. You're lame. Bye-bye. Real shit, though. This should be a fucking... Streaming should be... I know some people don't like that talk. I don't care. If it's on your mind, talk about it. You know what I'm saying? That's what this shit's about. But, you know, some people are like, don't talk this about my stream. Oh, it's my stream, blah, blah, blah. No, when I stream, it's our stream. This isn't my stream. You feel me? I mean, it's my channel, but this is our community, guys. That's what I'm trying to build, is our community. You know what I'm saying? So, that was a hilarious clip, by the way, Bubbles. Hilarious. But, yeah, people get upset about politics. I don't. I think it's all fucking... It's designed to make you upset. That's what you need to realize. See, this is why we need more streamers like you. Oh, my God. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you. Yeah, we do. We do need more streamers like me. Because you know why? There's so many fucking one-sided streamers that are most likely getting paid from higher people. You know, the big popular streamers and shit like that. They're most likely getting paid from somebody to, you know, push a political agenda and all that shit. That's why they say that shit. That's most of the time. Or they don't want to get canceled and shit like that. Brother, I don't give a damn if I get canceled. I'll make another motherfucking channel. Real shit, though. I mean, what the fuck? I know people, you know, like, oh, I don't want to get canceled. What am I going to get canceled for speaking my mind? Jesus. Like, I'm a free person. I'm a free human being. So are you. If you're upset about something, speak it in the chat. Real shit. Bubbles. People are pissed off that TLDR. I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. People are pissed off that asylum seekers keep coming from France here illegally. And, well, to put it bluntly, one dude stabbed someone in my hometown. Oh, shit. Yo, I heard about that. I think that's the same thing that I heard about. Stabbed someone in my hometown, literally just up from the road from me. Damn, that was near you? He died. It was an Indian. Oh my God, I did hear about this. And somewhere in Ireland, a man was trying to do some religious bullshit, and he was an illegal immigrant or something. He got on top of a white man and was trying to behead him. I saw that too, bro. A lot of right-wing people are protesting about all this shit and causing fires. It's crazy. Yeah, dude. Yep. See, now that's real shit that's happening right now. People don't want to talk about that because they're afraid of what is going on in the real world, because we're protected in our little bubbles right now. You know, like I'm in my little bubble right now. I'm protected. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody trying to behead me right now. But dude, you don't know until it's fucking right outside your front door. You know, like Bubbles is saying. She said that damn, that's crazy. That happened near you. I remember hearing about that, and I saw that fucking the body cam footage. That is insane, man. Lily. Yeah, I know Lily. Isn't that crazy, bro? And, you know, just so you guys know, if there's anyone in here, if you get upset about what we're talking about, you know, this isn't, like, we're not talking about, like, we're not one-sided. We're not hating on Democrats. We're not hating on Republicans. We're not hating on this group. We're not hating on that group. We're just having a conversation. That's all. That is what people need to realize more and not get so upset about things when you bring things up, is that You can have a open conversation about it if you're open-minded. If you are not open-minded, that is a you problem. You feel me? You need to get past that. If you get upset about what people talk about, and don't get me wrong, you know when the only thing that I get upset about, what truly will upset me, is when I hear people joking about 9/11. That shit don't fly with me. I don't give a fuck. It's not funny. The media tries to make fun of it. Sometimes I'm around people and they crack a joke about 9/11. That shit is not fucking funny to me. That shit don't fly with me. That is the only damn thing in this world that would get me upset, is if somebody jokes about 9/11. It's not okay. Or any fucking genocide for that matter. No genocide is funny to me. But everything else, it's, you know what I mean? Be open-minded to it. Oh, Bubbles got the ads. Hold up. We'll pause for Bubbles. Yo, Bubbles, you gotta go on YouTube or some shit. Real talk. But yeah, no, if anyone, you know, we can talk about real shit sometimes. You know, we can talk about politics. We can talk about the protests and, you know, shit like that. I don't like to base my stream off of that, but I just want everyone to be a little bit more open-minded. It's okay to have a conversation about it and not freak out about it. You know what I mean? Move it to YouTube while the ads play, letting them play so you can earn the... Oh, Bubbles is a true G. Real talk. Yeah. No, that's scary shit, Bubbles. Yeah, it was in Southampton. I live here. I also found out like a couple of days ago is that if someone flies to the USA and has a baby there, then they're legally an immigrant. That's, yeah. That's, fuck, what do they call it? Oh, man, it's like birthright or like citizenship right or something. But, I mean, it's a problem, dude, you know? Like, there's a lot of things happening right now, and there's a lot of protests that aren't necessarily doing any good, and the protesters that are fighting whatever they're protesting are doing the exact same thing that they're protesting. So it's like, what the fuck are you guys even doing? You see the videos, and like you'll see like these media outlet people going up to the protesters, and they'll be like, oh, why do you believe what does your sign say? And they'll be like, oh, this is what my sign says. I'm not going to get into it, you know, just in case. I don't want to, you know what I mean? And I don't want to offend anybody, you know. That's another thing. We can have open conversations, but like I don't want to offend anybody, you know. I never want to like hurt anyone's feelings. So, you know, if you guys feel uncomfortable, let me know, you know, but I'm just going to talk, you know what I'm saying? But you know, they'll go up to the people and they're like, why does your sign say that? And the people will say, well, this is why I'm upset and this is what my sign means, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, all right, can you explain that then? Can you define what that is? And then they're like, well, you know, it says what it says. And then the person will be like, but can you define what you're trying to fight against? They can't define it. They can never define it. And then they get upset and they start screaming and they get in the person's face and they try to fight them. And then they go to violence. And then, you know, it's a never ending violent circle. It's like, dude, what are you guys even bitching about? You feel me? What are you guys bitching about, bro? Like, if you're gonna go out and protest and try to fight something, at least know what the fuck you're talking about. And try to make a positive change. Like, yeah, if you believe the government is corrupt and if you want to change it, then fight. Yeah, by all means. You're allowed. That's the thing about America. You're allowed to go and protest that. You know what I'm saying? But before you go out in the streets and fucking act like an animal holding up a sign, you don't even know what the fuck it says or what the fuck it means. What the fuck are you doing? And that's what kind of makes me realize, like, they're probably getting paid. You know, they're probably advocating for some sort of group that paid them to stand in the street, and they kind of follow the cause. You know, they probably somewhat believe in the cause, but then when they get confronted with it, they're like, oh, I don't know what this means. And then, boom, they snap and flip out and cause violence and blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? It's crazy shit. Crazy. We got Lily. Yeah, there's Yeah, that's so real because people are just yapping to yap like they don't even know what the hell they're talking about. And it's stupid. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, Lily. Isn't it crazy? They just do shit to do shit. For real. And it's like you're not even... Like, you're not doing something for a positive change. Like, protesting should be something that you want to fight for a positive change, not a negative change. Why would you want a negative change? You know what I'm saying? If you want to abolish, like, the police force and shit, or abolish the government, what are you going to do when somebody fucking kicks your door down? I'm going to use an example. What are you going to do when somebody kicks your door down and tries to fucking murder your whole family? Who are you going to call? Or the people that want to get rid of guns. I feel bad for you, Bubbles. You guys don't even have guns. And you got people stabbing each other, beheading each other in the street. That's fucking terrifying, bro. But, you know, Lily, yeah, that's real shit. People do shit just to do shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, you guys should be trying to fight for a positive change, you know? I'm not a big political person and shit like that, but I am a huge advocator for positivity, positive change, you know, spreading the word of God. And that's not even like preaching or putting God on other people. You know, I'm not going to try to change your beliefs and shit, but as long as you believe in something and you don't try to put that on others and use violence to put that on others, there's some groups out there that do that. I'm not going to say who, but there's some groups out there that use violence to put their religion on other people, and that's evil. I'm sorry, but that's evil. Because you don't see... I'm not Christian. You know, I grew up in a Catholic family, but what Bubba say? Is it true in America that you're allowed to shoot someone if they're on your property? Absolutely. Absolutely, Bubbles. I live in one of those states, actually. Thank God that's never happened, you know, but I will definitely do whatever it takes to protect my family. Absolutely. But yes, in America, I don't believe it's every state, but most of the states, there's a stand your ground law, and it doesn't even have to be on your property. So, like, I think in Texas or something, or Florida maybe not Florida, but I know in Texas, I think it's anywhere. You can be in public. If somebody is like, if you're actually in fear for your life, actually this is most of America. If you're in fear for your life and you truly believe that someone is coming after you to threaten your life and they're going to, you know, you believe that they're going to take your life, you have every reason to snuff them out. That's real shit, bro. That's America. But you got people that are trying to take that shit away. And it's like, bro, I mean, there definitely should be stricter gun laws. I agree with that for sure. You know, there should be more mental health checks. And, you know, if you've been in a fucking mental asylum for past few years and, you know, multiple times in and out of inpatient treatments, you probably shouldn't own a gun, you know, and especially in the household. Like, you know, you hear about the kids grabbing their parents' guns and then they go commit, you know, they commit horrible atrocities. Well, the fucking parents should be, you know, like, if you have kids and you have guns, I think you should be rechecked and say, like, hey, is your kid struggling right now? Or does your kid have any mental issues? You know, how's your kid's mental health? Because if your kid is in, you know, like, if they're struggling, you know, there's some things that you can't help. That's when I go back to some people, like, they keep, you know, like, you don't know what someone's struggling with. You know what I'm saying? Some people are struggling, so you won't know what they're going through mentally. That's where it's hard. That's where it's like you don't know what the line draws there. You know what I'm saying? It's scary, to be honest. Lily, it is scary. It is, Lily. Bubble says, damn, that's insane. Lily goes, I know, right? My father is one of those people who will do that without hesitation. Hell yeah. Amen to your father. What if it's like a delivery driver? Bro, that is the example I was going to use. A delivery driver. Yeah, I've heard the school shootings are crazy. Yep. Well, a delivery person is a different story. Yes. Wait, hold on. What were you saying about delivery drivers? What do you mean? Are you saying, like, if a delivery driver tries to break into your home? Is that what you're saying? Lily, yes, they are terrifying. My mother always says, my mother tells me all the time, she's like, if I was in school right now, she would homeschool me 'cause she's so scared of all this shit. If a delivery driver shows up, you can't just shoot him for the sake of it. No. But I'm going to show you guys something right now. Hold up. This happened. This happened, I want to say, at the beginning of this year or sometime last year. It was recent. There was a very vicious home invasion. Don't make fun of my typing. There was a very vicious home invasion. It's probably not going to show up on YouTube because it's fucked up. Ooh, yeah, I don't, this might be a little too crazy for you guys. I mean, do you guys want to see it? They don't show anything, but, like, they show, like they don't show what they do, but, like, they show the leading up to it. You guys can let me know if it's too bad for you, you know, if you guys don't want to see it. But I don't care. I used to watch Live Leak as a kid. I feel that, Bubbles. Holy shit, me too. But there was this story that happened. 3 men decided that they were going to rob this house and break into this poor innocent family's house. This happened in America. This is a true story. I'm not making this shit up. 3 fucking sick, evil men dressed up in UPS delivery driver outfits, full-blown UPS delivery driver outfits, full-blown. If you saw them, you'd be like, oh, it's a UPS delivery guy. Well, these sick fucks decided to target this family's house. They pulled up in the truck. They had packages. They knocked on the door. I don't care. I used to watch. Oh, yeah. They knocked on the door. The mother, there was a mother, son, a father, and 2 little babies, bro. 2 little babies. Or it was 1 baby, right? So it was like a son, he was probably like 18, a mother, a father, and a fucking baby, bro. And these sick fucks, dressed up in a UPS outfit, 3 of them, knocked on the door, pretended to deliver packages. The son came out, answered the door, and guess what? They fucking broke in the house, they all pulled out guns, and they shot and killed them all. And they robbed them. Didn't even take, like, I don't even think they got away with more than, like, maybe $5,000, $10,000. That family, and guess what? The babies, bro. The babies that were in the house, you can hear them screaming when this shit happened. I'm sorry if this is getting vulgar. You know it. Yeah, death penalty, abso-fucking-lutely. I think they got the guys, too. I gotta look it up. But that's what I'm saying with a delivery driver, bro. I got UPS coming to my house. I order Pokemon and shit all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? I order it all the time online. Or my mother orders Amazon and shit. You know what I mean? Lily, I watch Cops all the time. I'm good with it. But that's so sickening. I know, Lily. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. And, dude, when I saw that shit got me so fucking pissed off, bro. Because I was like, that is the reason right there is why if you're, you know, if you pass all the checks mentally and shit, and if, you know, if you're allowed to have a gun, you should have a gun. Because if you got sick people like that out in the world that want to come and harm you and come into your house and break in and steal everything you got. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. This isn't, they're not going to show anything, but.
What up, guys? Max Solly here. I'm here at Box.
This is the story. This is real shit, guys.
Now we're going to do it.
This happened.
Give me money.
Look at him. He's in full UPS outfit right there. Look at the mother. Look at the baby on the bed. Look at the baby on the bed.
Don't you?
I will give you whatever you want.
Baby doesn't even know what's going on.
January 26th, 2024.
2024.
In Coon Rapids, Minnesota. A
Look at him.
family of 5 opened the door for a
Look at that fucking face. Look at that fucking face. Son of a bitch. There's his buddy. Oh, pretending to deliver a package. Oh, I'm on my way to kill an innocent family. Son of a bitch, bro.
UPS employee delivering a package. The uniform.
Now,
was
if I
neat,
saw this
the
dude, I would
attitude
think he was a
polite,
UPS
everything
driver.
looked
I get
exactly
UPS all
like
the
what
time,
we
like I
see
said.
every day.
This is why this
But
shit's
just
scary,
a few
you know what
minutes
I mean?
later, the security camera captured something no one could have imagined. The smile disappeared.
Oh, shut
the
up,
delivery
mod.
act collapsed, and a
I'll
peaceful
allow
home
it.
turned
The
into a
mods are
scene
going
that would
crazy.
haunt the entire neighborhood.
Look at this shit. I'm not gonna show everything, but you know what I mean? This shit's crazy, bro. Like, you got shit like that happen in America, dude, and like, how would you have known? You know what I mean? That's why you should have every right to defend yourself. Bro even knows he's on camera. I know. He's an idiot. I want to look up if they got him. You know, I told you guys the story. You get the gist. I don't want to, like, traumatize anybody. But, I actually want to look up, did they catch those guys? I fucking hope they did, because they should be hung. I'll say it. They should get the death penalty, whether it's a lethal injection or... Absolutely. UPS delivery driver home invasion. Sorry, this stream is like took all sorts of different turns. We started talking about like spirituality, and then we got funny, and then now we're talking about, you know, like kind of politics, and then, you know, violence that happens around us. So you know, like I said, if you guys are feeling uncomfortable, let me know. We can move on to a different topic. You know, we're just going with the flow right now. You know, that's how we do it on the stream. Is we just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Jesus, I want to hit my shit. Delivery driver home invasion. Did they get caught? Yes, the suspects have been caught and convicted in a high-profile January 2024 home invasion in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. Damn, Minnesota. 3 men, including a former seasonal UPS employee. Oh my God, so he was actually worked for UPS. Bro, that's crazy. How much longer am I streaming? Probably not long. It's getting late for me too. I'm probably gonna get off in like 10 or 20 minutes. Yeah, I didn't even realize it was midnight right now. This has been a great stream, guys, though. Thank you so much. Seriously, like, we've been chilling, kicking it. Oh, thank God they were caught. I know, Lily, right? Thank God. Lily says America is so fucked up. Well, not only America, but the whole world, honestly. Yeah, America's fucked up right now, Lily. I can't disagree with you. You know, that is far from the truth. You know, that is the truth. You know, I'll probably head to bed after you end. It's 5:20 a.m. Oh my God, you're an animal. I'd be fucking. Thank you so much for, you know, chilling with me, Bubbles. I appreciate it. I'm gonna try to. I'll get on a little earlier tomorrow night, so that way you can come to the stream. You too, Lily. Apologize if it's too late for you guys. But we're gonna be streaming every night. Bubbles, you saw, you know, when we had the community bumping a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get back to that. Don't worry, we'll get back to that shit. We're gonna be bigger, better than ever. But I was streaming Ocarina of Time till like 2 a.m. I was stuck on the final boss. LOL. Ha! Yo, it's funny. I was actually getting out of work, I think, and I saw your stream notification pop up, and I was like, "Oh shit, Bubbles is live." But damn, that was 2 a.m. for you. I get out of work at 5 p.m. So, yeah, it's 5 p.m. for me. But, what was I saying? I don't know what I was just talking about. I lost my train of thought, damn it. Shit, the hell was I just saying? Yeah, it's 12:18 for me, gang, but Bubbles, you are a trooper. Yo, for real, Bubbles, for real, for real. Oh, yeah, we were saying, like, America's crazy right now. Yeah, the whole world's crazy, bro. And it is, but that's what I want to go. reel us back in. Let's, I'm gonna reel it back in. Oh, it's a big one. Oh shit, it's a big one. Let's reel it back in, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I want to get back to saying was gotta support my American friends. Amen. Oh, you guys have the same time. Lucky. Gotta support. Oh yeah. Amen, Bubbles. Amen. For real. We appreciate you. You're my first UK friend, for real. I don't have any friends in the UK. I think that's sick. That's awesome. That's super cool. But let's reel it in. Back to what I was saying was the world can be crazy, and you might think it scares you. It's scary. I know it's scary, but don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? We do support you, Bubbles. We do support you. You gotta support you too, Bubbles. Absolutely. Yo, Lily is super cool. I'm glad you joined the stream, Lily. For real, we're like twins. I swear, we're like twins. But we'll be playing some Resident Evil. Got you, Lily. When we're playing some Resident Evil, don't you worry. But if you get scared of the world, and you start looking at all the crazy shit that's happening, don't fall into that rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just like fear mongering and fear propaganda. The media tries to do that. They want you to be afraid. The government wants you to be afraid. Don't let them do that to you. You know what I mean? It's okay to be... See, there's a difference between being afraid and living in fear or living in awareness. Live in awareness, not in fear. I'm spitting fire tonight. Come on, you gotta give me that. Hold up. I'm spitting fire. Live in awareness, not fear. Thank you. I know. Thank you. But, just be aware of what you're saying. Hey, okay, Bubbles. Okay. Thank you. But, you gotta live, be aware of what's going on. Don't be afraid. You don't want to live in fear, you know what I'm saying? And just be positive. You gotta be positive. You can change, like I said earlier, you can have the worst day ever and make it your best day ever. It's all about your outlook on life. Your outlook and your perception can change your entire life. You can be like, oh man, my life sucks. I don't have a lot of money. It's raining out. I don't have a car. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have this. I don't have that. But you know what? You got 2 legs. You got a beating heart. You got a soul. You got God in your life if you let him to be. Let me tell you, that's all I need. That's what will keep me going. And that fire inside of you. You have it. I have it. Bubbles got it. Lily's got it. We got that fire inside of us. So, real shit. Don't be afraid of everything. You know what I'm saying? Just live life in positivity and love. And just keep moving forward. That's all I can tell you guys. You know what I'm saying? And we'll keep spitting the wisdom each and every day. I can share my life stories with you guys to help you guys see a better light. And, and if you guys relate, that's great. But if you guys can just take a little bit of what I say, if you haven't listened to anyone, you know what I'm saying? Take a little bit of what I say. Because it's just coming from life experience. You know what I mean? That's all I can do is just tell you guys what I've experienced in life and share some wisdom. You know what I'm saying? What'd she say? Random question, but how did you choose your name, Bubbles? Do you like Bubbles? LOL. And Bubble goes, oh my God, I've had the username Bubbles since like 2016 now. Wow, what a great year. 2016 was a great year. Guys, I have some funny ass videos to show you guys of me in 2016. I was a young gun, friggin' living life, having fun. You know what I'm saying? But she says, I couldn't fit a username for ages. I think it's because when my mom was driving, I saw bubbles in the sky. Something so cliche and boring. No, that is awesome. That's a cool story. Wait, I love that, Bubbles. Thank you. Dude, that ain't cliche. That's unique. That's unique, Bubbles. Hell yeah, bro. That's sick. I couldn't fit a username for ages. I think it's because when my mom was driving, I saw bubbles in the sky. Oh my god, that's like the cutest thing I ever heard. Like, that's awesome. You know, my papa, rest his soul. I know he's in heaven watching me, but my grandfather, my papa, when I was born, my mother was pregnant with me. He was like, he rubbed my mother's belly and he was like, "You got a little Chico in there." He was like, "You got a Chico in there." And my whole life growing up, my papa and my nana, they always called me Chico. So, like, that was my nickname for a long time. They called me Chico. That was a cool little backstory, you know. My papa, dude, he was a fucking legend, bro. Fought in World War II. Your username is a My Hero Academia character. Is it? I didn't even notice that. Tamora Shik. I can't see her full name. I gotta go on YouTube. Hold up. Because it's my chat's like weird on my screen. It like only shows like a little bit. Like it only shows so much. I'm sure I'll be able to see it on YouTube. Hold on. Because I do want to see Lily's full name. Now, how do I do? Am I live on YouTube right now? Yeah, right? You guys wouldn't be able to see my shit. I've never seen it, but heard it's good. My Hero Academia is fire, bro. Fire! I gotta... Lily told me, she was like, you gotta watch that shit. I'm like, I know, bro. Why doesn't it say that I'm live right now? Oh, right here. Okay. I was like, bro, I'm definitely live. I've never seen it, but heard it's good. My Hero Academia is fire, bro. Oh, there's other people in the chat, too. I gotta... Amir. She was like, oh, jeez, I gotta mute myself. Hold on. Watch that shit. I'm like, I know, hold on, I gotta mute myself. I'm gonna hear two people talking. You don't want to hear two of me. Well, trust me, one of me is already enough. Tamora Shigaraki. Shigaraki. Am I saying that right? Tamora Shigaraki. What character is that? Is that the girl with the headphones? Tamora? Amir Mohammed. Yo, what up? He just popped in the stream. What up, brother? What up, brother? I like your scout accent. It's okay. I like your scout TV. Yes. You're fucking making me laugh. That's funny. Scout. Oh my god, I'm never gonna forget that. He's a villain. Oh, he's a villain. Oh my god, Jesus, my bad. Let me look it up. Hold up. 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 Oh, guys, real quick. We'll get off soon. I know it's getting late, guys, but let's do something fun real quick. Ready? You guys want to do something fun? Check this shit out. Now, I don't know if you guys like Pokemon, but I got some presents. I got some goodies. Check it out. Hold up, chat. Hold up, chat. Sorry. Oh, I hate when people say chat. Guys. Because when people say chat, it's like you're not like talking to like your viewers. They're just like, oh, it's the chat. Like I don't know. I have a problem with that. I like to address you guys by you guys' names and actually talk to you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not that streamer that's like, oh yeah, chat. Oh, you guys can't talk about this in my chat. Blah blah blah. Nope. We can talk about whatever you want. Talk about whatever you want, especially what you're grateful for too. I always want to hear that. Bubbles goes, I only played Pokemon Shield and thought it was meh. Yo, what? Bubbles. Sword and Shield was dope. But that was my first Pokemon game, so I can't say much, but we got packs. We're ripping some packs. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. What do you mean? What is that? Why are you saying that? What do you mean you don't know what you're doing? Oh, like in the game? Oh, in Pokemon. Oh, true. Alright, guys. Nah, Sword and Shield was dope, though. Sword and Shield was dope. And then Lily, I want to look up that character, too. I want to see what character that is. I only like Pokemon because the characters are cute. I know, the characters are adorable, bro. Don't even get me started, Lily. The characters are so cute. Are you kidding me? Alright, guys, we're ripping Mega right now. Let's get some crazy shit. Ready? So the best card will always be in the back of the pack. Alright, here we go, guys. Wish me luck. Come on. Here we go. It'd be crazy if I pulled some crazy shit on stream right now. Ready for this shit? Ready for this shit? Imagine if I pulled something crazy. Alright, we're almost there. I think that's the first holo. Alright, so if there's something good, it should be after this card. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Fuck. Still could get an EX, though. We still could get an EX. Ready? Nothing. Damn. Nothing out of that. What's the reason for buying loads of Pokemon cards? Do you sell them on? No. So I just like to collect them. Have you seen Jackass Since You're American? I'm fucking dead. That's hilarious. Is that what you guys think? Like, yo, like we gotta watch Jack. Yo, Bubbles, you're funny as shit. Yes, I love Jackass. I love Jackass. Yo, Shut up, Nightbot. Oh my god, dude, this Nightbot is hella annoying, bro. I gotta fix that. Don't worry. Yeah, Jackass is lit. Jackass is lit. Yo, it's funny. When I was like a little younger, people always compared me to a young Bam Margera. I'd have to pull up like a picture of me like earlier, but when I had like longer hair and I had like a more beard and shit, like people were always like, dude, you're Bam Margera. Oh my god, I fucking see it as well. See, that's what I'm saying. People were like, yo, you look like a young Bam. I'm like, I mean, shit, I'll take that. Like, you know, shit, I'll definitely take that, bro. Like, Lily goes, laugh my ass off. He's a bit of a drug. Yeah. He was struggling, but he's doing good now, though. He's doing good now. He's doing good. He sobered up. He did kind of fall off the edge, though. I'll say that. It was sad, you know, but Bam got better, though. He got better. So I'm always cheering Bam on because he was like one of my fucking dude. Yo, I skated with Bam. I'm not kidding. I skated with Bam. I met him. I took a picture with him. I have proof. Hold on. Oh, man, where's that skateboard, bro? Oh, shit. Dude, guys, I swear, I have an autograph skateboard. Autographed by the man himself, Bam Margera. Whatever you say, Scout. Oh my god, I'm never gonna hear the end of that now. She goes, whatever you say. I swear, I don't know where it is now. Fuck, now I'm gonna look like I'm lying. Where the fuck did I put that? It's gotta be in my closet somewhere. Next stream, I'll have it on the stream. It'll be out there. Trust me. Hey, you don't know where I'm from. Hey. But I skated with him. I have a picture with him. Dude. Where the fuck can I find that picture? Fuck, where is that picture, dude? Is it on my Facebook? It's got to be on my Facebook, bro. Oh, it's going to bug me now, because now I got to find it. Yep, he came to... Dude, I was like 13 years old. He came to... I don't want to say where, but... It was a big, giant skate park that used to be a... It was a the fuck's it called? A military like air base or whatever, and it got shut down and they turned it into a giant skate park. Bam came there for a meet and greet, And the craziest story was, does everyone not in America think that we just watch like Young Guns or The Patriots or something? Yo, I think so, Lily. I think so. I think so. But yeah, he came to the skate park and he did a meet and greet. And the craziest story was, there was so we skated with him, right? And then when it was time to get his autograph and take a picture with him and talk to him, me and my friend were at like all the way in the back of the line. Like somehow we were literally like last in line, dude. And Bam came there late, so he was only there for a limited time. True story. So there was probably like, dude, like 200 people in line, like in front of us, and me and my buddy are in the back, right? There was probably like, there was probably like 5 people behind us. So like we were pretty much in the back, right? So the guy, there was one of his like team members was coming, like skating back and forth up and down the line of people that were waiting. And he was on a megaphone and he was saying like, all right, guys, like Bam only has like 10 minutes left, you know, like he's got to leave. He's got, you know, like, so, you know, he's only got 10 minutes left. He's got to be somewhere else. So he's going to be leaving soon. And me and my friend were like, oh my God, dude, like we're fucked, bro. We're never going to meet him, dude. Cause there was like 200 people in front of us. And like, you know, each person that goes up, they take about like 5-10 minutes talking to him, taking pictures, getting autographs and shit. So we're like, dude, he's going to leave any minute now. Listen to this, bro. This was God, dude. This was like meant to be fate right here, right? Out of all the 200-300 people in the line, and we weren't like the very back. Like I said, there was probably like 5 to 10 people behind us too. These 2 girls randomly came up to me and my friend after we were like, oh man, like we're fucked. And everyone else were like upset too, because they wanted to meet Bam too. You know what I'm saying? These 2 girls out of everyone in the line came up to me and my friend and were like, hey guys, if you buy this book that, do you guys know Brandon Novak? Because Bam was with Brandon Novak at the time, but he was like, the 2 girls were like, hey, if you guys buy Brandon Novak's book for $10, we'll bring you to the front of the line. And me and my friend looked at each other and we were like, huh? We're like for real? And they showed us their badges and they're like, yeah, like we're with Bam, we're with his team. So we were like, okay. And then my friend bought the book for $10 and they're like, all right, come on. Dude, they took us to the front of the line, bro. We skipped everyone. And I remember me and my friend, we were walking up and we were like, oh my God, no way this is happening, bro. No way. Dude, they brought us to the front of the line. I just remember walking up, like at the time, dude, Bam was like my like childhood, like, you know, he was like my number one, dude, you know, because I was skating and shit. I love Bam, dude. Dude, I just remember walking up to him and it's like, I don't know if you guys met anyone famous before, but like, dude, it's so weird and like different in person. But I was like, oh my God. I was like, no way this is Bam right now. I was like, no way, dude. And they brought us right to the front. We met Bam. We took pictures with him. He signed one of my skateboards that I bought. He signed my friend shit. We took a picture with him. And then I was like, thanks, Bam. Shook his hand and everything. We went out. My father, it was so cool. Dude, right when we left too, Bam left. And he was like, all right, bye, guys, everyone. So all those people didn't get to meet him. And just by fate, those 2 girls randomly came up to me and my friend and brought us to the front of the line. How crazy is that, bro? Isn't that crazy? So when we were walking out and then Bam was leaving, Bam was taking a picture with his team in the parking lot. And like we were walking right by them. And it was so cool. I'll never forget this. My father was with us. And my dad was like, he was like, hey, thanks, Bam. Thanks for coming out, man. Like, appreciate you. And Bam goes, yo, man, no problem, bro. Dude, it was literally the coolest shit ever, bro. It was cool. True story. All right, guys, we're going to rip one more Pokemon pack, and then we're going to call it a night. It's getting late. Appreciate all you guys coming to the stream. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Much love to you guys. Bubbles, Lily, Colin, Amir, everyone that popped out for the stream. All right, guys, let's end it out with a bang right now. Let's hope we get a hit. Come on. Ready? Last pack of the night. No problem, Bubbles. You know how it is. I'm here for you guys, bro. I stream for you guys. I'm here to spread positivity and happiness and laughter. Come on, let's pull something crazy for the night. Let's pull something crazy, guys. Come on, ready? This is Destined Rivals. Is this the first holo? All right, first holo. Ready? Come on, let's go. Let's go. Ah, nada. Damn. Oh, that's the way the cookie crumbles. See, you win some, you lose some. You don't always win, but you always got to stay positive and you always got to keep moving forward. So that being said, guys, as I like to always end my streams by saying this, hope you guys have a wonderful night. How do you know if it's good? How do I know if it's good, right? So you either pull something like this with like the half art, see it's only half the card, or you pull a beauty like that. Ooh, look how beautiful she is. That's Cynthia. Look at that card. Cynthia's Rosalade. Oh, yes, indeed. But I want to end, that's how I end every stream, by saying I appreciate you guys so much for coming out. I love you guys. I hope you guys, whatever struggles you're going through, I pray that you guys get through it. Like I was saying earlier, it's always about perspective. Change your perspective, you know. Wake up tomorrow, make your bed, and say, I'm going to stay positive today. So, with that being said, it's your boy, Young Saiyan. Peace out. I'm out of here. Love you guys. Hey, catch you guys tomorrow. You guys better be here, all right? Good night, Lily. Good night, Bubbles. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Love yourself. Love God. Love your family. Love your friends. Amen. Peace out. I'm out of here. Bye, guys.